Mopane, and I'll start to explain from the trunk. The trunk of an elephant is their most important body part. Whatever they do, they use the trunk. As you can see at the end of Mopane's trunk here, they've got two lips which are called prehensile tips, which enables an African elephant to pick anything small from the ground. But if you go to Asian elephants, it's a different case. The lower lip, this one, this is shorter than the upper one. It's like this. So Asian elephants cannot pick anything small from the ground like what these African elephants do. So this is the first difference between African elephants and Asian elephants. Alright, trunk, they use it to grab food, drink water, and also for fighting. Here, they've got two valves, which are called nares. Just like crocodiles, they've got those valves, and their use is to block off anything, like water, dust, grass, not to go to the lungs of an elephant. Alright, the trunk is only made up of muscles. There is no bone there, but it is very, very strong. An elephant is able to lift something which weighs about 25% of its body weight using the trunk. So if the elephant happens to smack you right now, I think you can fly.
Jeez.
Alright. Now, guys, let's say your elephant has lost this part of the trunk from this point coming down, because they usually lose their trunk from crocodiles when they drink water and also from snails. So if it happens like that, it means that elephant will teach itself to use the remaining trunk. Back. If that elephant loses the trunk from this point coming down and they left with this part, it becomes difficult for that elephant to use that short trunk. The survival of that elephant will now depend on the other family members. The matriarch, which is the most experienced female in a herd, which is basically the leader of the group, will give instructions to each and every member of the family to take care of that elephant. When they are in the bush feeding, they will take turns to grab food, grass, leaves, and put in the mouth of that elephant. Okay, so in most cases, elephants do help each other. If they abandon that elephant, it means it's not going to survive, it will die. Alright, now we come to this part, the tusks. These are also part of their teeth. These are their upper incisor teeth. And elephants are born with milk tusks. Those tusks will be 5 centimeters long. They will grow and fall off when the elephant is at the age of 1 up to 2 years. And they grow these, the permanent ones. And these tusks, if they are not disturbed, they can grow up to 3 meters. Because they grow throughout the lifespan of an elephant, just like our fingernails. Alright. And use of the tusks, fighting, digging roots, and debarking trees. Now guys, let's say if your elephant, if the tusk is damaged outside here, where it is solid. Come again, come. Come in. Okay guys, the tusk from here to this point, it is solid. And from here to just under the eye, it is hollow. So now if the tusk is damaged outside, where it is solid, it won't be affected, it will grow back again. But if it's damaged inside where it is hollow, there are few chances of that tusk to grow back again. So that is why sometimes you see in the wild, there's an elephant with one tusk. It means that elephant has been damaged, that tusk has been damaged inside, and it couldn't grow back again. And whenever you meet an elephant, don't expect to see these tusks equal in length. There will be one which will be slightly shorter. Can anyone tell me why?
If one tusk is shorter than the other?
Than the other, yes.
I think that indicates whether they're left-handed or right-handed.
Yeah, spot on. Very correct. Elephants, just like us humans, they can be right-handed or left-handed. So the shorter tusk is the working tusk. Because they use it more often, that tusk will have a groove somewhere, and then that groove would reach a point where it just breaks off. So it means that tusk will always be shorter. Okay.
Do we assume that now Maponi is what? Left?
Correct.
Left-handed.
She's
Okay.
left-handed. Okay. Now, we have to always remember that we've got tuskless elephants in the world. If you want to know which side an elephant without tusk uses, what do you have to do? How can you tell? Anybody try to guess? How can you tell? The elephant doesn't have tusks, but you want to tell if she's or he is left-handed or right-handed. Okay, let me help you. What you have to do is you look under the trunk of that elephant. Come on, just in the front. In the front. Come. Okay. Yes. Come on. Come. In the front. Sugar. Sugar. Sugar.
Eating like, yeah, I'm eating.
Okay. You look under the trunk. The colors is on the working side of the trunk will be bigger than on the other side. And also there will be green coloring from the leaves. That is how you tell which side an elephant without tusk uses. You look under the trunk. Okay. Now, Mopane at 19 years old, she is still growing. Elephants stop growing at the age of 35. But they can live up to 60, 65, 70, 75 years old. And their lifespan is controlled by their molar teeth. Elephants have got only molars inside their mouth. They don't have premolars or canines. And they will have 6 sets of molars throughout their lifespan. And their teeth are formed differently from ours. Ours are formed from the lower jaw going up and the upper jaw going down. But the teeth of elephants are formed from the back of the jaw. Moves along the jaw. When they reach the end of the mouth, they just fall off. So what happens is this. When the first set is at the middle of the jaw, the second set starts to emerge from the back of the jaw to come and push the first set out until the 60th set, which will be this big. When that set has fallen off, it means your elephant can no longer eat efficiently. Okay? Cannot eat the grass and trees around here. What it will do is it will go to a river bank or a dam where there is soft grass. Okay? But because the elephant doesn't have teeth anymore in the mouth, it will struggle to break that grass using jawbone to jawbone. Okay? And then that elephant will start to lose its body condition until death finally catches up with that elephant. Then the next elephant will come and do the same thing, and then the next, until that whole area is covered with elephant bones. Then people say that elephants have got a graveyard. Elephants don't have any graveyard at all. They're only going to river banks or dams, trying their best to extend their lifespan. Okay, and we come to the eyes of an elephant. Elephants have got poor eyesight during the day. They see better at night. The reason is, just like us humans, they've got those cells, rods and cones. Elephants have got more rods than cones, while humans have got more cones than rods. So it means during the day, their eyes are affected by the sun. So they prefer to keep them half closed. So during the day, they see up to a distance of 50 meters. Above 50 meters, they start to see blurry objects. They can't make an image. Okay. And long and beautiful eyelashes. Most ladies, they're always jealous of these guys' eyelashes. Okay. The use of those eyelashes, guys, is to minimize the amount of dirt getting inside the eye of an elephant. Elephants don't have tear ducts like us. So it means if they've got dirt or a sand or a grass inside the eye, they cannot cry to clean the eye. You would see them using their trunks like this, trying to get rid of anything that would be inside, or if there's water nearby, they can just suck water and blow in that particular eye. But that alone cannot clean everything that will be inside the eye. So in order for the elephant to clean all the dirt that will be inside the eye, elephants were created with 3 eyelids. Okay? They've got the upper and the bottom eyelid, and then the third one, inside one, which is called a nictetic membrane. And if you can allow me to come again. Come again.